Since the 19th century, when immigration to America was beginning, our nation has been a melting pot. The blending of hundreds of nationalities into cities like New York created a new type of society, which led to diverse communities. The dynamics created when our ancestors came here have had long-lasting effects, which many of us are only now beginning to reap the benefits of. The diversity we see every day in our coffee shops and classrooms has made all of us more accepting and tolerant of other faiths and cultures. In the last few decades, we've created new dynamics which allow us to coexist in places all over the United States. We've created a rich blend of cultures here which doesn't exist anywhere else on the globe. You can walk 5 minutes down the street and get Thai food in America. There are 5 main devices that create equal opportunities. These things include education, higher education, parenting, economic background, and healthcare. When our parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents started fighting for a more equal playing field, they opened doors for newer generations to walk through. While our parents fought for government programs like the Affordable Care Act, which provided healthcare to more than 20 million people, our grandparents fought for our civil rights and opened the gates for everyone to pursue higher education. Although we cannot claim to live in a completely equal society, our opportunities are becoming more and more equalized as we continue to form these new dynamics.
Dynamics make America and its people what it is today. Dynamics are the forces or properties which stimulate growth, development, or change within a system or process. Without dynamics, there would be no change, no motivation for me and others to strive to do good, or even better. The dynamics of which we grow up around are what shape us into who we are. From our first dynamics in our childhood households, to the dynamics around us in, say, a workplace, in our adult life, dynamics are who we are. What dynamics mean to me? As someone who grew up in a very rocky household, those dynamics have definitely shaped me into who I am today. Seeing what creates instability in my life can help me impact others in a more positive way by venturing onto a new type of dynamic into my adulthood. The dynamic I represent to others will in turn affect their dynamic as well, which has a chain reaction into society. Due to this, I try to better myself, giving good vibes to others and stimulating growth in their lives like I wish someone would have done for me. If I leave a positive effect, others will do the same, hopefully changing our world's tattered dynamic.
When we're young, our families and closest relatives form the first dynamic we know. As we grow up in our original dynamics, we pick up some of their thoughts and ideals. When we look at the 5 primary agents of socialism, we see that family is number 1 on the list, as they shape the majority of your core beliefs. Now, as we carry our core beliefs through life, we search for the places that we fit into best as we personalize our experience in the world. This personalization is creating new dynamics for ourselves that will further shape our beliefs and lead us down the path to the next place we feel we belong. As we travel down our new paths, we meet people of all different backgrounds and cultures. We carry our core beliefs through life and search for people who have similar ones. When we find someone with similar ideals, we tend to keep them around, whether it's as a friend, a mentor, or a significant other. When we do this, we're creating another dynamic for ourselves to fit into in the form of a relationship.
Culture and backgrounds. Inside our very own culture, we are exploring and learning new points of views in our communities. Usually, we treat cultural identity and individual preference as exogenous, fixed factors on which to develop analysis and draw conclusions. Impacts our thoughts. Dynamics involve how one person feels and behaves towards another. These dynamics are at the individual level, though they may influence the lives of multiple people in the family. It also forms relationships. We build strong bonds with people along the way in our path. We include the people around us, which can include relationships between old and young, employed and unemployed, or men and women.